Alrighty, everybody. Welcome, Season 1, Round 1, the start of the Vantage Auto Stock Tour. It's a 10-race season, and we're starting things off here at Daytona. Qualifying just got underway. We're currently on board right now with Brian Newell. Top was pretty high up in practice. Not too shabby from him. Hasn't had too strong performance. Yes, if things different here in the ARCA series. Also looking at here, Sean Purcell, as well as some new faces. We got, honestly, it's going to take me a bit to learn everyone's names. Rabarkak. We'll figure it out. Eventually. We got Huckleberry here. I'm going to refer to most of these people by their last names because I still don't know the first names. I like only read what it says. I will figure this out. Yeah, someone important here. We do have Nico 7200 himself, Nick Vasquez, making his first iRacing start ever here in the Vast series. It's it's going to be very interesting to watch. I don't know what my hopes are, but I have. Currently, P1, Tyler Smith there in the 21 machine, Daniel Michelle, of course, P2. Still no Super Speedway wins from him. And he's been in around 10 of them here on Vantage iRacing. None of them he's gotten the win. Been close every time, but never gotten that cigar. Oh, I'm seeing some love for Jacob Hoskins. Well, he is here. P15 currently. You can see that 47 machine of Jacob Hoskins. Let's get a different camera angle here real quickly. Not a lot of good ones. Yeah, a lot going on here. So some information on the series. Similar race distances to the Vantage Pro Series. 80 lap race today. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna have some fun. Oh, Mike is choppy because I'm messing with some audio settings right now. I'm gonna increase that, as well as mess with here. Currently, let me just lower that all the way down. Is that any better at all? Like at all? Purge, I need to know. Is this better? Okay, well, we're acting like it is better. So, Brandon Gass now. P1. Let's take a look at him there, just pulling off in that GRC Gas Racing Company car. Knight in second. That 29 machine in second place. Tyler Smith third. Cole Snyder, he's fourth. In the 24 now. That 24 is usually what Brian Newell runs in VPS. However, Snyder got it first, so Brian Newell is running the 9 car. There's another 9 out on track, though. It's the 09 of Derek Fye. Derek Fye Friday. Still up for grabs if he gets that win. Yeah, this is a pretty large grid. We're looking at around 22 cars currently. That's not too shabby here for a Vantage event. Just a couple seconds left to practice, and we will get things underway here for the inaugural Vantage Auto Stock Tour event. All right, time to go through our grid. Brandon Gass first, Knight in second. Tyler Smith walking away third. Cole Snyder in fourth. Snyder not getting a win in VPS, however, he got very close. Daniel Michelle, the 25, VPS Season 1 and 2 champion, currently sitting P5. Jonathan Green, P6. what is it? I think it's Carter Krogan in P7, Littman in P8, Huckleberry P9, William Hightower, VPS Season 1 and 2 finalist in the field as well. Mullins P11, I think that his first name is Daniel, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of names going on here. I'm gonna take a bit. Derek Fye, he's P13. Sean Purcell, not Kyle Purcell, but Sean Purcell, P14. P15, Tyler Justice, Vissel driver. P16, Lenke, I think it's Jacob. I'm not too sure on that one. Christopher Stanford making his first Vantage start here in P17. Eve Nyman making her first start here and done her first start of Vast in P18. P19, Jacob Hoskins has that super speedway win in Atlanta. Aftershock is very strong here. Brian Newell in 20th. 21st, Nick Vasquez, Nico 7200 making his first start. David Morales rolls off P22. And that is our grid for today's race. Sorry about the names. I did not have enough time to learn all of them. We got a bunch of people joining today. Never got to interact with them too much. But by the end of the season, we should be pretty good. We should have things down to a science. A lot to look at. Brandon Gass on pole position. Not too surprising knowing his background. But what is kind of surprising is Knight in second. Very... I new driver to Vantage. Not familiar with his game, but we'll see. Tyler Smith in third. That's, I think, his best start in Vantage iRacing. Cole Snyder, he's usually in that position. Daniel Michelle, P5. Just because he's P5, I think he's going to lead a lot of laps today, by my guess. Unless he gets wrecked out early, which not out of the question here for him with how he has been out Super Speedways. A little bit of fog out on track, but yeah, we'll bear through it. Drivers can still see clearly, as you can see here on the onboard of Tyler Smith. Brandon Gass requested an onboard of him. You can't really see him too well, his person, but he is running a custom driver suit and helmet made specifically for this series, a GRC helmet. But yeah, you can hear him there just getting on the power a little bit, taking it back off. Nick Vasquez, the 39, Nico 7200, way down in the back of the grid here, P21. He has some work to do. Let's see. Honestly, if he can survive the race, hopefully he'll take that one as a big success. Huckleberry qualified P9. I don't know why he's way back there. He needs to get a move on. Unsure what's going on that front. Daniel Littman, not Daniel Littman. Littman, the 5 car, running up in P8. Let's see if he can make some moves down there. A very late entry. He joined about 2 hours ago. But yeah, Daniel Michelle, Tyler Smith, Cole Snyder, and Brandon Gass, the VPS drivers in the top 5 currently. Pace lap coming to a close here. Pace car is in. And we are green for the Vantage Auto Stock Tour Round 1 at Daytona. Off to a pretty clean getaway so far. You can see already bumping there on the bottom lane. That bottom, able to make moves, getting up to an early getaway, but the top side, not out of things just yet. You can see running 2x2 still, very stably. I'm going to turn down the audio slightly, give it a bit easier on the ears for you guys. You can see, Gas up to the high side now after Cole Snyder forced him up there. He takes the inside and presumably the lead of this race. Ooh, a little bit of a bad bump there from the 93 over to the 29. Sorry, to the 29. Gas being shuffled down to third. 29 is your leader. That is Knight. Oh, and 29 and 93, Knight and Krogan, they block off the inside, and now they are firmly in the lead here. Tyler Smith. Oh, so we're about to talk about Tyler Smith, but the 24 and 92 jump to the outside, link up. That's Snyder and Gas. Who is that? The 25, Daniel Michelle, joining Gas, teammates in ARS for the Vantage Touring team. Not teammates here technically, but they know how to work together, so they may be doing some of that in today's race. You can just hear those cars fly on by. Yeah, they're very loud. These are old Gen 6 Cup cars, now used by the ARCA series. They're used here today. We do have a stage in this event. It will be on the end of lap 40, so that's important to know. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle there in the background. Who was that? That was the 34 of Lenke, having a bit of a wiggle. You can see the front of this pack is really hooked up together, but the back is sort of just fades away. The 24 and 92 still side by side, but they had a bit of a... Oh, Lenke's around. That's surely going to be a yellow. Yep, caution is out. Alrighty, that was our first caution of the series, first caution of the day. Let's quickly go to that good old caution screen. All caution, as always, all cautions in Vantage iRacing presented by Tayfi Artist. TayfiArtist.weebly.com. Use code DRIVE for a special discount on some custom art. Let's real quickly take a look back at what happened there. Not entirely sure. Yeah, a lot definitely happened there. Just real quickly pulling up that replay while you guys stare at that Tayfi Artist logo a couple more times. We were going to be watching the 34 car. Let me just find them on the list. Alrighty, looking at the 34 car here. We just hit play on this. You can see just got a bad bump. Let me try and get a better camera angle for us on that front. See, this is probably going to be a better cam. Just a bad bump from Eve Nyman in the 83, and that sends the 34 spinning, also taking out David Morales in the 70 run. Let's run back quickly to live. It seems lucky he's still in the race. However, Morales is out of the race. A couple of drivers already in the pits. One driver who is not in the pits, Nico 7200, Nick Vasquez, he's still in this race. Still keeping things clean. I know a lot of people in the chat cheering him on. Vantage founder and owner making his first iRacing start. Always great to see him out on track. You rarely see him out on track with how busy he is running the servers. But I took over broadcasting duties for today, so he has this opportunity to race. Oh, Sean Purcell, he didn't get to start. He wasn't able to make the start of the race, but he's here. P21. So he did make it. Lenke has also elected to retire, it seems. Down the back, Brian Newell, he had a lot of success in practice, not able to transmit that into qualifying. Yeah, not a lot of movement at the back. A lot of movement at the back grid, as you saw with that incident. Not too much in the front. Top 5 remains, I think, almost remains exactly the same. Actually, wait, correction, it doesn't, because Brandon Gass has fallen to 6th. Jacob Hoskins sitting in P5. All the love for Nick Vasquez in the chat. One of the drivers who's been present in Vantage for a good chunk of time, but making his first Vantage iRacing start, that would be Christopher Stanford in this 26 machine. See, we back and forth. That white and pink car. White car with the pink numbers. Oh, driver going to pit lane. It's Huckleberry, 52, as well as Daniel Michelle, the 25. Michelle, up there, 52 running that Purdue scheme. The 25 running somewhat of a Hendrick scheme, similar to that of Brian Newell. Tune our attention back up live. We are 1 to green. Cars are now side by side. See, curious to see what will happen here back on the restart. We got a taste of how the drivers are racing at the original start of this race, but right around four to 5 laps in, got our first yellow. Let's see if the same action will be seen on this restart, or if the drivers are going to be a little calmer this time after seeing what happened. One thing I wanted to point out here in this race is just looking at the cameras, you can see all the colors of cars we have represented here. This looks very reminiscent to, I'd say, like an early 2000s NASCAR event. But this is vast. We're getting vasty up here in this race. It's time to go vast, and we're going vast. It's the best name for a series we could have picked because of how many puns we can make about it. The wordplay is going to be off the charts here for this 10-round series. 93, 29, gonna be your leaders. 93 on the outside, 29 on the inside. 21 and 24, row 2. 47, 92, row 3. But pace car is in. Let's see how they get underway. We're back green, 29 with a great jump, actually. But that might hurt him. Once the other cars catch up, build that draft, they might be able to just freight train right around him. Alrighty, see, they've caught up, and that outside. Oh, some bad bumps there, 47 to the 21. 21 got a little wiggly, but kept it under control. You can see the 26 coming into shot. Caught up big time there. 24 way down, squeezing that 29 like crazy. The Dale Senior 29. Or actually, technically that would be more Kevin Harvick-y, but that car was white, if I'm not mistaken. Not too familiar with my early 2000s NASCAR, unfortunately. But you can see, still, field is now side by side. It seems that 93 really able, and the whole bottom line for that matter, really able to run a lot more straight. As you can see, Brian Newell makes the leap down to the bottom of the track. Yeah, very consistent bumps coming from that inside line. Outside gets it together on the straights, but in the corners, oh, bad bump there from Hoskins to Smith. That could have been a huge incident. That broke up the inside, so now the outside has the lead. Is Gass and Snyder, are they going to drop down, cover off the inside, or are they going to take someone with them? Yeah, they are. They're taking Christopher Stanford with them. That leaves Nick Vasquez leading the outside over 3 wide. Nico's 3 wide right now. Oh! That's surely going to be a big incident. Car's upside down. 21 upside down for a quick second here. That's the big one. Nick made it out alive, though. Sitting in P2 almost. But way in the back, you can see a lot of carnage underway. Craziness there. Wow. A lot just went on in that moment. We'll find you the replays of it. Trying to see who all was involved in this incident, because a lot of people were. Oh man, this is a biggin. So right now, coming back to live, We are on the far chase cam there of the 5 car. Let's see. We went 3 wide for a quick second there. And then all unfolded. Look at that 21 upside down basically. A lot of cars involved in that crash. A very big wreck. Probably the biggest wreck we've seen in Vantage in a while, I'd say. Moving a bit further up the grid. What's right on board? Actually, that's further down the grid. Sorry. What's right on board with that 21 machine? See what happened there with that, because that looked bad. That looked very bad. That's what he looks like now. Cockpit cam. Let's see if we can get the amount of laps back. Unfortunately, it's a little broken here. There we go. So you can watch. He's just going through, sees the incident, gets caught in it, and he's upside down, and he's back right side up. Getting a face full of Brian Newell. Wow. That was big. That was a very big crash. Looking at it again, you can see the damage on his car. It big time involved that 93. Let me try and find him on here. 93. The far chase. 93. Okay, I guess it's kind of broken. There we go. I think that's a bit better. 29 might suffice. Let's watch this here in some slow motion. You can see 3 wide. Cole Stanford, Christopher Stanford in the middle. Nick Vasquez on the outside. 93 on the inside. 29 taps 93. Spins out Stanford. Spins out the 66. Hits William Hightower. 21 flips over off the 66. Further back, you can see unfolding even more. Let's rewind slightly. Oh, news from lead admin Spencer Blackmore. 92 to the rear. That was Brandon Gass, I think, being deemed, not Brandon Gass, someone being deemed to follow that. 92 to the rear for dumb contact on pit road. Oh, pit road contact leading to that. We might need to take a look at that whole deal, but let's watch once again from Sean Purcell's perspective. Let's maybe look on board of him. Here's his cockpit cam. 92 ran to Cole on pit road. See, 92 getting attacked by a bumper, taps the 5. 5 jumps up, misses the 13, but 74 all in all walking away pretty cleanly. Never mind, he is spinning. He's going around, and he is very much dead. Very dead. Tyler Smith, though, the most dead probably of anyone. Then he gets collected by the 66, the 66 is the bumper that was flung at him. Wow. And just as a note, we are currently 1 to green. 1 lap to green. You might be able to take a look at that second yellow. Second yellow a little later. Gas seeming to have retired from the race. Oh, no, he's back in it. Just had a little glitch there, a little blink. Tyler Smith, though, he seems out. Nope, he's back in. I think a lot of things are just going on there. Yeah, we're going to have to maybe take a look at that wreck again post-race, because a lot happened there that we weren't able to cover, unfortunately, due to how quick the yellow went by. One of the downsides to iRacing for you being able to clear cars off in iRacing is the cautions are much shorter because you don't need to send out the safety trucks. But yeah, Christopher Stanford, after getting tagged in that incident, he's moved up to the lead. Somehow he got away with that pretty scot-free and was able to survive. Daniel Michelle, after getting caught up in the first incident, he is going to be starting on the outside of row 1. Nick Vasquez, he nearly got caught up in that. Really got close to it. Still in this race, still no damage. Hoskins apparently threading the needle through it. Yeah, he's also not doing too shabby himself. Ignore this. I'm just going to quickly change a graphic setting. here, getting allowing for a bit more cars on here. Let's just go with that. Alrighty. Well, let's take a look back at the front of the grid as we are getting underway here. Green flags out. Outside with a terrible start. Inside, once again with a good start. 25 drops down immediately to that inside lane. Curious to see. Outside was able to perform so well on the straights last time. How will they do this time considering how many cars were involved? Oh, 93 in the background. Nearly made contact with the 74. They kept it pretty clean. Single file up front. However, this back half of the grid, a little squirrely. Bit more double file now as the rest of the pack catches back up to the leaders. Oh, Stanford and Michelle tandem drafting. What is this 2012, 2013 we're looking at? You got tandem drafting in a Vantage event. Doesn't seem to work out too well as we are there. Michelle is now 3 wide, stuck in the middle, left out to dry. Will we see anything happen with this because of this? Looking at Michelle, able to find a slot, jump up high. David Morales to second. Cole Snyder, you're a leader. Tyler Justice leading that outside. Eve Nyman second in the outside in that Victoria's Secret machine. Oh, Snyder drops down. A big checkup involving the 29 and the 52. Let me try and get that real quickly. Yeah, you can see big checkup. That broke up that inside. Broke up the whole grid, actually. Top 5 cars seeming to make a good getaway there. Outside, though, falling back, it seems. They're not able to really hook up. Oh, 83 seemed to, like, accidentally drop down to the inside. Bit of contact there, but makes it work. They live. Michelle also has fallen back just a bit. But we still got 66 laps of this race, right around 34-ish, I think, until the stage break. I'm terrible at math. But yeah, a lot of race still left to run, so don't count out anyone yet. That's all I will say on that front. See the speeds there. Currently sitting at 188. We're watching Eve Nyman right now, but Derek Fye, you can see that new Tay-Fi artist car. Nick Vasquez just behind him in the Lucky Charms machine. Oh, we're 3 wide. That's Hoskins involved in that. Hoskins, Purcell, and Nyman finally breaks up. Back to 2 wide. No one seemed to lose anything. Oh, Hoskins got a little to the back of Vasquez there. Vasquez got a little wiggly as but was able to keep it together. Fye is... Oh! Nick Vasquez just dumped someone! Just dumped Derek Fye! Crazy! That's a caution is out. Third caution of the race. Wow. Very, very interesting to see there. Tay-Fi artist getting a lot of screen time in today's race. Good for them. Just real quickly pulling back up this camera here of what happened. Trying to get everything pulled up. Alrighty, this should be a very, very good point to come back. We're getting news from Spencer Blackmore. Nick Vasquez, EOL penalty for causing this incident. Let's watch it on board here. Let's watch it in slow-mo, actually. You can see 39 tries to go to the outside, backs out of it, hits the 09, sends them spinning. No one else involved, though. Not a lot of damage there to the 09. They might be able to keep that going on the lead lap, actually. But yeah, 39 car. Nico 7200, Nick Vasquez already involved in a crash by his causing, his doing. What's Let's take a look there at this cockpit cam of him. You can see that's actually the wrong car. That's Tyler Smith. This should be him. Yeah, this seems to be him. Looking at it now, you can see he's looked to that outside, turns left into the 09, sends him spinning. Wow. Big stuff there in that race. Time for some pit stops here. A lot of cars in the pits. A lot of people into the pits. You can see pit lane going crazy. A bunch of cars out there trying to make things work. Almost everyone off pit lane now. Everyone off of pit lane now. Oh, camera's a little... There we go. Things are fixed now. iRacing bugging out. I had to mess a bit with the iRace control. Not the iRace control, the iRacing TV to get everything fixed and back to working. You can see Nico in the back there, a little exiting pit lane now. Some guys still on pit row. That's Lenke and Fi with a little bit of damage. Here though, this main pack getting back underway. I am also amazed no other cars were involved. There are only 2-car incident, but only 1 car with damage. Yes, Purge, we did get our flip of the race. Not a full flip, but enough of a flip, I'd say, to count it. You know, this has definitely been a very eventful race already, and we're only 18 laps in. But when the racing has been clean, it's been very interesting, very fun to watch. You're a little bit of blinking. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here with the software. Seems to be a little bit struggling with the cars in the back. Wish I switched to a different camera. We'll probably be able to see all of them now. That's Derek Fire we're looking at. Yep, these guys. I'm just trying to get things figured out here with the... Oh, that explains it. Problem should be solved now. Had the long things. We should be able to see everyone. Apparently didn't have a setting entirely correct there. Yeah, Nico did send someone. He absolutely dumped a guy. It was crazy. Just attacked a man. But yeah, in all serious note, it was pretty simple incident, just some minor miscommunication. We're still going. 13 car, gonna be your control car for this restart. 44 on the outside of on the row 1 of the outside lane. Words. Daniel Michelle going up and down the grid 5 times already, it seems. He's back up front this time, 29 after starting the big one, one caution to go. He's back up starting in 3rd place. A lot of cars very involved in this. You can see Nico getting sent to the back of the grid. But, and this is a biggie but, there's still a lot of race left. A lot of race left for anything to happen. We've seen anything happen. Before this most recent caution, Nico was leading the pack almost. Anything can happen here in Daytona, and anything will happen here as we are about to get back underway. Green flag is out. Not as big of a jump from the leaders as we've seen in the past. Outside actually getting the better primary getaway. What we'll see on the back straight is a real important one. How does this inside and outside lane, how do they work together? Oh, big check up there. 71 super involved in that. Oh, 44 getting also involved. A lot of bad restarts here, it seems. Oh, getting some minor blinking there, it seems, from the 47. 3 wide in the back. See here. Not 2 wide. Pretty simple stuff here. It seems a lot of interesting racing going on. Whether back that 71 after getting shuffled out off the track. They're back in line. Make things work. 25-year leader, Cole Snyder second, Brandon Gass in third. 3 VPS drivers leading the way. The top 5, all Vantage Pro Series regulars. 2 of the top 5 Vantage Pro Series season finalists. It seems for the time being, everyone's calmed a bit more down. A little less murder going on this time, 2x2 still. In the back there, seems everyone's falling off. Second pack, by the way, going on. Nico's in that one. But we turn our attention back to the main big pack. You can see that 45 on the 25's bumper the whole way through the corner. Championship rivals in VPS currently working together in this. Really big bump drafting there. This is not bump drafting. This is just push drafting at this point. A little bit of a wiggle further back in the pack. Nothing much. Nothing to really focus on, I'd say. But now, it seems things are starting to get a little bit more squirrely. Further back, a little bit more movement. Some more gaps forming. Oh, Hoskins up to the top side. He's challenging for the lead now. Leads the outside lane. The 5 with him. The 25 with him. The 45 with him. 29, 51, and 71. All trailing Hoskins on this outside lane. Hoskins not able to lead the lap that time by, but he's technically leading the race as of right now. Just haven't gone through a timing tower just yet. 47 having a bad corner though, is the 25 able, the inside lane led by the 24, able to keep a bit tighter, keep a bit more communication going, and they keep things going on the outside. But Hoskins had a big run out of the corner, able to clear the pack. He drops down to the inside, and Hoskins is your leader. Jacob Hoskins, unless suddenly the outside can get a big push, he's going to lead a lap here in Vast. And he does. He does get to lead that lap. Oh, right, just in time, though, as big contact there.
The yellow flag is out.
A lot of big contact going on there. 29 involved, I know for sure. Wow. Another big one. Let me try and get things situated with this. Hoskins going to be just barely got the lead before that caution. TAFI artists getting so much representation today. It's crazy. Heading back to see this replay here. Let's watch this in our favorite slow motion. Actually, we can probably go a bit faster beforehand. You can see there 25 seemed to give the 5 a bad bump. Sent the 5 to the wall. Came back, collected the 29. 29 goes airborne. 51 checks up into him. 29, though, then collects the 26. Sends him a spinning. Further back in the grid, you can see, or if you can't see it, no one else seemingly involved. There's Nico up to some shenanigans side by side. Did he make contact with the 52? Oh, he did. Nico hitting the 52, ARCA braking. Crazy stuff there from him. You can see everyone seemingly getting squared away still in the end. Let's try and take a look there out of the perspective of the 25. I want to see what happened from his point of view. So we are looking here at the driver's eye camera of the 25 Daniel Michel. See, just gives him a nudge. Everyone sent flying. Hoskins able to make it out safely. Let's take a look though now at the five cars perspective of their brutal murder. You can see he's just moseying along, minding his own business, and then he's around. Hits that 29. Oh, got hit somewhere else. Who was that by? Who was that? That hit him again. Oh, that was Eve Nyman, the 83. So you have to move around a bit to get to them. No real easy way of doing this. I'll get there eventually. There we go. See, that could be an EOL. Was there even any braking? Any slowdown? Kept it pretty much pinned the whole way through. We might have to... The admins might have to take a look-see at that one. Back to the main pack, though. Just real quickly, I think we are going to take a listen here and speak to Spencer. I do want to speak to Spencer, hear what he has to say.
Lane.
Spencer, it's Elliot up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes.
Okay, you've been pretty busy so far, I'd say, in this race. A lot going on. Very busy. Some already multiple cars airborne. What was your take of that last incident? We saw a bit of ARCA braking going on. Is that going to be enforced here this race?
He dropped he did lock. Eve did lock him up. He did drop the speed a good bit. So I mean that one I'm relatively okay with. He dropped about 100 miles per hour before he made contact. Okay. He went from 180 to about 80. What I've been watching there was I was trying to figure out if I'm sending Daniel to the rear, and I think I'm just gonna rack that one up as a racing incident. The 5 car didn't hold his line, and that neither one of them were perfectly clean about clean square pushes. So it honestly was kind of on both of them.
Very interesting. 20 the
but I think the 5 car moved significantly more out of his lane than Daniel moved out of his.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay neutral in the matter as a broadcaster, but Hunter Knight, the 29, if I'm not mistaken, he is complaining in the Twitch chat, the YouTube chat, about the 25's straight ability to drive in a straight line, let's say.
I'll have to keep an eye on the 25 and his ability to drive in a straight line.
Yeah, we definitely will. I'll let you get back to what you were doing. Keep up the good work, and hopefully your day becomes a little easier as the night progresses.
Yeah.
That was Spencer Blackmore, your lead admin for today's event. All right, 1 to green, coming to the green flag here. You can see cars coming off turn 4. Jacob Hoskins leading them. Cole Snyder on the outside. Brandon Gass in 3rd. William Hightower in 4th. Stanford in 5th. Nyman in 6th. Mullins in 7th. Nick Vasquez in P8. Highest restart position I'd say he's been in all race. Pace car drops down. And in the restart zone now, we are back underway. 47 with a not too good of a getaway, it seemed, though he's able to keep that lead. A lot of movement in the back. See there, not a lot up front. Bit of a slow getaway, it seems. But they're up to speed now. I'd say they're up to speed now. Hoskins leading firmly now. No one to his outside. though that's about to change as this outside lane seems to be hooking up. Cole Snyder might be about to get the run. You see Vasquez pushing Nyman. Oh, keeping that move going. We got push drafting from Vasquez, from Nico. Doesn't seem to be working out, though. Nyman doesn't seem to be able to get up to Hightower, second in line on that outside lane. See, things might be seeming to change now. Pax hooking up a bit. We don't want to see Nico with another bad bump. Oh, he has a bit of a wiggle after nearly giving a bad bump. We've made it a lap, though. That's always a very good start to a run if we make it the lap under green. Haven't seen anything just out of there besides the fact that Brandon Gass jumps up to the outside, takes the lead. Oh, big push there. 24th, a beautiful move. Sean Purcell temporarily 3 wide, now 2 wide. Nico, he's high on the track. He's 3 wide now. 66.93 in himself. Keep a lookout on that. Ooh, nearly contact. He keeps it clear, but he's 3 wide again, this time with the 74 and the 26. A little bit of a wiggle there against the wall. More 3 wide action. You can see 71.93 and 66 now. 51 taking over that high side position. Vasquez back to 2 wide. 93 falling back. 13 and 51 now 2 wide. 93 in the 9 and the 25. 3 wide there. 93 able to get settled in the inside line just off screen. 92 leads the bottom. 24 leads the top. Oh, bad bump there. 83, 47. Oh, big contact. Oh, that's Nico involved in that.
Flag is out.
Front bumper's gone. He's not sent spinning yet. 13. Very close to Nico seeing the end of his day. I'm not too sure how much damage he has in that, but the caution is out. Let's see. Let's take a look back at all of this. Trying to get a good view for us here. I think this should be good enough. Tape Iris once again getting some good screen time. So, looking here at the far chase, it seems the 83 gave a bad bump to Hoskins. 74 bumped into Nico. Oh no, the 83 just seemed to lose it themselves. 39, the only other car involved in that. Does Purcell actually, does he get some contact? Yes, he does. Ooh, Purcell seemed to be the winner. No, David Morales actually. He got big into that. Actually, this was a much bigger wreck than I initially thought it was. Yeah, let's take a look on board with Purcell. Honestly, this track wasn't wasn't the whole field involved, so it is easier to say who's involved this time around. That second caution though may be a different story. Yeah, you see the 74 had to check a big time. 83 just loses it on her own. But yeah, 74 involved. 71 also involved. 51 involved. 71 tagged the 25. 25 able to seemingly keep going. The 9, though, getting some contact. 93 nearly involved in it. 4 to 5 cars, I'd say. Not too terrible. Personally, I'm curious to see, though, what happened with the 13. Look at what he was doing here. I'm not entirely sure what was going on, but you can see here, Nico gets down into him, and it's like they're locked together. Just a quick little wobble there from Nick. Let's actually ride on board with him, see what we can see from him there. There wasn't that much death in that crash. It wasn't too terrible. Currently trying to find Nico in the wreck, where his car is. A lot having to be done here. Completely out of order for some reason. Okay, his car just doesn't exist, which is always a good sign, but Yeah, a lot just happened there. A lot. Oh, is this gonna work this time? No, it's not. Actually, let's see what's going on in the cockpit cam. Oh, even I'm in under this wreck. See, bad bump, then just spins. You don't really see stuff like that often. This chase camera. See, no contact, nothing. Still no contact. Then they just lose it. Just lose the car. Yeah, I don't know what happened to her. What happened to her, Eve? She seemed to just spin. It's very interesting. And then carnage erupted. But we are back to 1-2 green. Cole Snyder, you're a leader. Hoskins on the outside. Christopher Stanford in third, but Nick Vasquez, after being involved in that wreck, he seemed to get away with minimal damage, almost no damage, actually. He's in fourth, second in the outside lane. If Nick Vasquez can win this race, his first ever Vantage iRacing race, that will not only really question the driving standards of the entire field and the talent, but it will also be probably the biggest, probably the one of the most celebrated moments, I'd say, in Vantage history. Anyone here who's been in Vantage since the beginning has, when, if ever, has Nico won a race in his own series? Right, this is a Purge Loud Balloon Chief question, maybe even Slay. Does anyone, if they know roughly when he last won a race, or if he's ever won a race, please, I would like to know that, because this could be some crazy stats, some crazy history being made here in Vast. Still only Littman and Knight out of the race. All 20 other cars still a cooking. Always good to see when the majority of the field keeps it going. Pace car off the track. About to get back under green. We are green. Not too crazy of a restart, I'd say. Back on the way further back, you can see a little bit of distance between there. That's almost surely gonna close up. Let's take a look here how Nico's doing. He's leading his pack. Nico's leading the lane. Gas up 3 wide, back down to 2 wide. He's gonna lose a lot of ground there. He's now 3 wide with the 34 and the 13. 25 taking over that 3 wide spot, giving Brandon Gas the bump. Nico fighting for the lead. Is he going to drop down to the bottom firmly? Yes, he does. Oh, don't get spun, though, by Hoskins. Hoskins, watch out. Doesn't spin. Vasquez is able to keep it stable. Is he going to look to the outside, hoping for the lead? Still some bumps. Tyler Justice fills that hole on the outside, though, but gets a huge push from the 9. A bad bump, I'd say, for the 9's end, but Justice with a big run. Had to look at the lead there for a second. No draft, though. Hurt him. Oh, check up on the inside. 24 slowing down for some reason. Big time slowing down. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, and that might be a yellow. Is that going to be yellow? 24 keeps it going. Cole Snyder kept it straight. Did he run out of gas? Unsure what happened there. I didn't see nothing. Oh, 30, 39, 74, a little bit of contact. Vasquez getting completely freight trained here. It looks like he's lost all of his knowledge. We're 3 wide, slightly up ahead. 74 and his 17,000th 3 wide moment. 47 also in 3 wide. Nico's going to have to be careful here. A lot of very hard racing going on. He doesn't want to get caught up in another wreck, as you can see. some wiggles going on there with how hard the contact is. Oh, big incident there. That's going to be a wreck. Surely, is Nico going to survive? No, Nico involved in it. Oh, he's around. Big hit, though, for the 52. Huge hit for him. Very huge hit for Nico. Very interesting to see there how that changes things. Does he have his fast repair remaining? Unsure. But that green flag run ended just as quickly as it began. Shame for Nico there. Had a good run going. Not able to make it work, though, unfortunately. Let's see who. What are we putting this at? Let's look at the 74's perspective. Alrighty, we're live on the 74. You can see he got pushed by the 47 into the 83. No one checked up there. 83 got sent down hard into the 34 and the 93. 93 up in the wall. 39, Nico getting caught out, didn't go low fast enough. 83 riding the 26. Nico goes hard into the wall. Let's look at this 59 car. Look at the 52 car there. Off in the distance, you can see it goes up the track. Very hard hit. Oh, that's a bad hit there for the 52. I'm not sure Nico is out of it yet, but his day has definitely been hurt. His day's definitely hurt. Not a lot there. Sean Purcell seemed to be deemed at fault for it. Wow. Big time incident there. Very big incident. Let me try and find this 52's perspective. Oh, there it was. Saw it for a second. Where is it? Come on. You got this iRacing control. You can find it. No. There we go. Let's look at this this onboard cockpit cam here at the 52 full speed. Sees the wreck unfold. Drops down, gets collected. Oh, big hit. That is a huge hit for him there. That is a very, very bad moment for him. I'd say let's watch this again from an exterior camera. Oh, just such crazy contact. You can see there on the outside of your screen, not the outside of your screen, on the next to the driver's name, Huckleberry. You can see his speed. Ignore the rewind speed. He's not actually going 400 miles an hour. As interesting as that would look. Look at speed there, 70-ish. Oh, it has to run full speed. Up in the wall, a 76-0 hit, basically. See Nico comes into cam. Doesn't seem like he has too much damage, honestly, though, so might be able to stay running. He was able to drive it to pit lane, though, which is big. I'd say we are still going to have the stage. Stage is still going to be in play here. We are going to be good on time. We have ample time left in the session. But we are back to green flag running. See, oh, the 9 with a bit of a wiggle there. We stay green, though. Nothing, no one spun. Only a couple laps until the stage. Yeah, that's definitely the case there, Todd. See the 92 and 25 working together as they like to do. The 9 and the 44, though, don't seem to be working together. More is fighting each other at this point. Oh, look at the second pack, though. Nico leading a pack. Not the main pack, but the secondary pack. Turn back to lead. It seems everyone here is scattering pretty much. Not a stage break coming up at the end of this lap. 24. Cole Snyder sending it 3 wide. Oh, big wiggle there from the 45. Snyder able to keep it 3 wide. No help from him, though. Gas gonna be the ones to lead it to the line. 45, though. He takes it. The 45 of William Hightower, he takes the stage win. That's going to be big points for him. Vasquez leads the secondary pack as we're under yellow for the competition/stage caution. Well, I'm going to need a moment to catch my breath here, folks. A lot just happened this first half of the race. I'm going to, let's real quickly turn to a quick commercial break, and we come back. We'll catch the last half of this race.
Challenge for the win. Gonna get alongside him. Off of 4. They touch. Drag race to the line. Could it happen again? Photo finish. Yes. Daniel Michelle. What a finish. We're gonna go for it. For the lead.
Oh my
3
goodness,
wide.
3 wide in turn 3.
Run to the line. They're wrecking. Side by side. Who got it? Side by side. Right to the line. Who's it going to be? G for CP and CP. And just about. Nelson Bingham go the long way and he does it. They touch. Does he hold on to it? Yes.
Close. But here comes Smitty. Smitty on the bottom. Here he comes to the line. Who is it going to be? It is going to be Mike Tyson.
Fireworks are going off on and off the track. Cuts the corner, does RBN. They touch again. A drag race, side by side. And here we go. The photo finish. Let's go ahead and take a look at the power ranking.
Yes!
So,
Sup, fuckers. I use math to make shit go fast.
gonna be a sitting duck here. There goes VNV, around the outside, up the middle, trying to get 2 for the price of 1, trying to get 3 for the price of 1, and he does! VNV in the 4th.
All right. We cut a bunch of laps, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, we are 1 to green. Yep, 1 to green, 1 to green. Morales in the pits, Smith in the pits, bunch of cars in pit lane. Nyman, Purcell, and Knight all out. Smith, I think, is also out, just sitting in pit road. No one seeming to go 2 by 2. However, it might be some pit stop things, but yeah, Nico leading the lane. Oh, there we go. Now everyone's going 2 by 2. Just took them a bit. Pace car is off. Let's see how Nico can do when he's leading a lane. Bad start for him, but he has Brandon Gass pushing him along. These two are working together in a voice chat. They are teammates for this one race. See, maybe if he doesn't have anyone ahead of him to get a bad bump, he will be involved in less stuff. Oh, you can see some bad blinking, though, from Cole Snyder in third. That's very unfortunate for him. Very bad blinking. You still can't see him. Oh, you got him just for a glimpse there. Just a little quick look. Yeah, someone might need to contact him about that. Gas pushing Vasquez. Vasquez seemingly still calm, not really getting on it, it seems. Oh, never mind, though. That's back. Oh, can he save it? He does save it.
Caution, yellow flag.
Though, because of Tyler Justice, no one really went around, but yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication there. You can see going back live, looking at the chase cam here of Nick Vasquez. He gets a bad bump. A little bit of netcode there, 45 cents spinning. Or more sliding. I think they might have actually been able to keep things going with them. Let me see if I can find the 45 on here. Oh, no, it does not seem like I can. Will this work here? Sorry, the 44, correction. Oh, yep, this is the live look. Just rewinding a little bit here. A full lap, basically. Just to find what happened to them. Yeah, you can see in the grass, able to keep it going. Let's watch the cockpit cam of this. Gets hit there. Slides in the grass. Keeps it straight, though. This could have almost stayed green with how no one basically spun at all. Very impressive stuff, I'd say. Back to pacing. iPacing has returned. Unfortunately, this race might end on time. We are sitting at 31 minutes left. Over halfway, though, so they might need to be told to just clean it up. But, yeah. A lot going on. So, Hightower leads the way. Hightower, the only driver to have participated in every single Vantage stock car race on iRacing. This is his, and also even funner fact, this is his 50th start in Vantage iRacing. The big 5-0. So big ups to him. Second place, if my memory serves correctly, is Daniel Michel, and he's at 45 now. So some milestones being hit here for Hightower, as well as in some capacity for Michel. But they're not focused on that. I don't even think Michel knows his stats. Hightower kind of does, but they're not going to be caring about that now because they have a race to get over with. Both drivers, I'd say, always in a possibility to win. Todd, I think we are at more yellow laps than we are green. Current incident count is 314 incident points. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the second most in Vantage iRacing history. So not too good of a stat after we were just talking about an amazing stat. I know Spencer is going to be yelling at them. Spencer Blackmore, lead admin of the race. Going to be yelling at the drivers, clean it up a little. They're being a bit too feisty, I think. Where Vasquez dropping down to P13, I think took some pit stops. Took a pit stop. Correction. Yeah, Todd, they have to get right around 250, 230-ish incident points to take the record set by Vantage Pro Series Season 1, Round 5 at Road America. That had right around 550-ish. Or actually more like 560, I think it was. Yeah, definitely not out of the question with how these guys have been driving so far. And it seems that, yes, the race is going to end on time. 28 minutes left to run the remaining 38 odd laps. So you can see there the leaderboard, the timing tower now shows time instead of laps. They have an hour and a half to run the race and they've used an hour of it. 34 laps remaining. So they're going to have to run most of these under green if they want to make it work. We can't afford many more yellows unless, or else we're ending on our time, plain and simple. It could be worse, Todd. Yes, correct. But we'll see if it gets slightly better, because the pace car is about to pull in, and we are about to go back under green. Hopefully for the last time. The yellow is out. Pace car in to the restart zone.
Green flag,
And
green
we are
flag.
green 45, decent enough getaway 66. They started moving, definitely. You can see there 93 giving the 51 a little bit of a bump. 13 giving the 52 a bit of a bump. 93 big up onto the 51. Wow. Up the whole grid has clumped up together in this secondary stage of the restart. You can see there, Nico, no one behind him besides Jacob Hoskins, who's a long ways back. Oh, check him on the outside. Are we going to keep going straight? Yeah, everyone's still moving in a straight line. Improvement. Big improvement there. Outside, though, seeming to just fall apart. Not too good for them. Inside lane, though, holding pretty stable. 24 jumps to the outside. Cole Snyder. Involved in a wreck earlier in the day. Back up. Everyone. Nico involved in a wreck earlier in the day. He's following Cole. 66 fills that inside gap. 47 going inside. Snyder, though, not having the momentum. Not able to make anything work just yet. You can see 4 cars lead pack. Lead lane, basically. Oh, are we about to see 3 wide? It seemed Nico had a little bit of a look, backed out of it. Probably smart with the last time he tried to go 3 wide. 93 right on the bumper of the 51. Not getting off that bumper. Uh, 26 and 47 side by side. Oh, Nick having a little bit of a blink, a little bit of internet issues. Has a little bump to the 24, trying to get some momentum going there on that outside lane. Outside just seems dead right now. Not really falling back, but not really moving forward either. The 9 and the 66 working together nicely. Inside lane and outside lane seeming to catch up to leaders, but in the corners, I think, is where it all falls apart. Still moving straight. Still going. Things are seemingly going well so far, but I don't want to jinx it. I just knock on wood. Yep, I found some wood next to my setup to knock on, so that's good. Oh, bad bump there. It's not a bad bump, but a big bump the 9 gave to the 34. Looked more like it hurt the 34 than it helped the 34. A lot going on here. 34 was a little wiggle. Maybe thinking about going to the outside. Let's take a little bit look slightly further up the grid onto the 34. Once again, outside lane, losing it in the corners, not gaining that momentum that they want to catch up to the leaders here. They're leading the pack. However, the pack is so far off, it's not even considered in the lead. Yes, Purge, that is not a that not an oversight. That's intentional. Scorebug switching to time because this race probably will end on time due to the amount of caution laps. That happened around 6 minutes ago, right at the hour mark. 30 minutes left in the session. 45 getting in between the 24 and 39. 23 minutes left to run this race. We got 29 laps remaining. So I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but we might get close. It's going to be interesting to see. 93 leading, 24 drops the inside. He now leads the inside pack and the race. Vasquez staying with the outside. Works out from his, he's caught up now to the lead pack. He's currently sitting 4th place on track, 3rd in line on the outside. 45 with beautiful pushes there to the 93. 45 drops down, takes the lead. Seems now the outside falling apart again. They just need the right cars up front to be able to make things work. Don't have that with the 93 and the 39 leading it. Big gap behind the 9 to the 66. That's going to close up soon unless anybody takes it. No one willing to take the risk and dropping down. Bit of a 47 dropping off, it seems, off the track. Getting back on there. 39, a little bit of a wiggle. Vasquez loses a bit of momentum. 26 has to check out that Stanford. 45 off track. Backing out of it, maybe out of fuel, but probably just backing out of it, going over the grass. Yeah, keeping it stable. They're not liking what they see here, it seems. 45 and 51. Seems that helped the outside lane make up some momentum. 24, though. Commanding lead. The 93 drops down. Nico hesitant. He makes the drop down. He's going to be more committed in the future because that could have very easily been a race-ending incident. But top 5 single file. 1st place Cole Snyder. 2nd place the 34 of Lenke. Or Lenk. Unsure. Oh, the 93. Big bump there. 39 has to back out of it. He does just enough to not have a big crash, but that lost a lot of momentum. Maybe some damage to the likes of the 34, 93, and 39. Not a lot, though. We stay green. A little bit of movement here. Looks like something's about to happen. I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. We're getting really, really feisty up front. An incident like this could very well take out the entire field. We don't want to see something like that. That will surely end this race under time. We want to get as many laps in as possible. Nico up to 4th now. Oh, the 9 getting some bumps from the 26, some bad bumps. It seems 47 making some moves there after those bad bumps. Outside now contains the 66, the 52, and the 47. Never mind, 47 drops down to the inside behind Nico. 34 has a look to the outside, decides to get back in. That really could have also caused something. A lot of the hesitation here with the drivers, and that's leading to even more incidents than we'd like to see. Top 4 staying single file. Further back, though, the 9, big wiggle there in the corner. That's similar to the Eve Nyman incident that we saw bring out right around the third or 4th caution of the night. Able to save it, though. Oh, never mind, the front.
Caution, yellow
Whole front.
flag.
Oh, that is Jacob Hoskins on his lid. Firmly on his lid. Sorry, I missed that by looking in the back. I thought everything was chill. No, it was not. Big incident there for Hoskins. On his roof. Wow, I'm sorry I did not catch that one live. I was looking at what I thought was going to be the caution causer, as I put it. Shocked at what happened there. Let's see, let's go back here and I'm just confused at this point. Back to the stream. So I'm riding right now with the 93. See, the 34 gives a bump to the 24. Nothing yet. Seems the 93 got into the 34. 93 not backing out of it. I still don't see a wreck causer here. I'm not seeing it. You got it. 24. Oh, 34 had a look. And then they hesitated again, which sent the 93 into them. 34 spinning, 24 spinning. 93 makes contact. 39, Nick Vasquez, he's involved as well. 93 nearly collects him. 34 collects Hoskins. Hoskins goes upside down. 52 involved. 66 involved. 44 involved. 71, 92. The whole field, 13. Oh, that's a lot of cars. That is a lot of cars involved. More than half the grid, it seems. Very, very, very big crash. You can see there on the sideboard just the amount of there's all the cars in pit lane. It's a lot of cars. Wow. Let's ride on board now with Jacob Hoskins. I'm curious to see what his point of view is. If I can find him on here. Probably can. There we go. Here's his cockpit cam. Cockpit cam of Hoskins. See, the wreck goes down. Goes a bit left, not enough though. And he's just a passenger. Not a best view, I'd say, for him there. You know, this is a position. This is something you never want to see. Yeah, something you never want to see in a in a race car. You never want to see grass taking up the entirety of your windshield. Yeah, that's right. The 45 and the 51 saw the future. I thought I saw the future as well, and that's why I was surprised when they went single file and then crashed. I thought they were going to crash that double file. You can see here. Big crash happens. 39 not able to drop down low enough. Very interesting. Ooh, netcode contact, it seemed. Oh, then the 26 gives the 47, who's upside down, a little bit of an ass packing. Wow. That's a new one, I'd say. Very much a new one. As you can see, 15 minutes left in the session. Still not back under green. 22 laps to go. Yeah, not a position you want to be in as a racing driver. Upside down and dead. Oh, now we're getting the green flag. Actually, we changed things, it seems. That was sudden. Never got a 1 to green sign. Session maybe breaking down a little bit. Let's look after the green. It's Christopher Stanford leading it. Nick Vasquez on the inside, second place. He somehow lived there, but got a bad bump there from Daniel Michel in the 25. Kept it going, though. The field has shrunk a lot. 45 in the 13. Making some contact. 13 takes the lead. Wow. A lot going on here. The session is breaking down. 14 minutes left. See the 45 and 26. Getting into it. A lot of cars out. For only top 14 on track. Still. All the others in the pit lane. Nico by himself there on the outside. Got cycled up there, shuffled throughout. Now getting left out in the dry as the 51 drops down low. He's gonna... Might be a smart decision because I'm not sure if we'll be able to keep it going again without wrecking a second time. Oh, yep, I was right. Oh, 39, no!
The yellow flag is out.
Why'd you do that? Something has happened. We're witnessing some, what? Science has broken down here. Oh, now they finally separate. David, oh, just making it through there. That's the 39's day surely done for. Wow. A lot just happened there in that exact moment. Most of which is very confusing to me. Tay-Fi artists, once again, getting probably the most screen time they ever have in their lives. In a Vantage race. We head back to this replay here. See, the 26 goes to the outside. Then that happens, I guess. 26 outside. Nico not really acknowledging it or slowing down whatsoever. Like, at all, it seemed. Gets caught out in the moving car. Involved. And then, this. I have no words here. I am just speechless. Some sort of otherworldly inanimate thing has taken over, and something has happened where it seems a specter of some sort got involved and just lifted the cars. I think this might be the sign of a deity of some sort. Let's watch this from the cockpit cam of the 45. Car sends spinning. Drops down. 39 hits him. And then it's this. Oh. Oh. Still nothing. This is some great viewing here. Now we're seeing a roof. Oh, now we see the fans again. Also a position. These are all things that you do not want to see in a race car. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, Stanford and Nick Vasquez, the 39, 26, all both with damage and meatball flags. They're gonna have their days are almost surely done for. Though we've seen crazier, so I'm not gonna. I'm don't know what's actually gonna happen. There we go. Let's take a look at the 39's perspective on this incident. Their cockpit cam. They might have a better viewing. Oh yeah, just gets packed by the 26 or packs the 26. Oh, this is great stuff here we're watching. Look at this. 26 in the fence. Stops them. Then they finally separate. 71 nearly murders them both. Though I'm pretty sure we are on the 1 to green. So let's see here. 13 gonna be leading the way. 25 on the outside, starting in second. Brian Newell potentially on the cards for his best finish in a Vantage race. He's in third right now. Cole Snyder in fourth. Hightower in fifth. He won Vantage Pro Series Season 2 race at Daytona. Can he get 2 Daytona wins in a row? Anything's on the table here. Nico might still be in the race, actually. Who knows? He's still in the pit lane, so I don't think so. But at this point, nothing is out of the question. Seems Brandon Gass, he's back underway. He is jumped up to 11. He's closing in on the pack, 71 as well. Hoskins, yeah, he's not doing too hot currently. Where is he? Yep, he's way in the back here, a lap down though. Yeah, looking at it now, Vasquez right there, still with damage. Same thing with Stanford. Both their days are done due to some contact and then a act of God. Honestly, if there is one more caution, I don't think there will be enough time to take that lucky dog. We got right around 17 laps to go, but only 7 minutes. It's going to be impossible to run this full race, unfortunately. 13 leading the way. This is their first restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Not getting a decent enough jump, actually. The 9 following them very nicely. We're now down to 11 lead lap cars, 12 cars on the track. Actually, is the 52 on the track? The 52 is on the track, so 13 cars. Correction. See, they're way back there. Return back live to the front of the pack. 24 and the 25. 24 looks inside. You see Brandon Gass coming into frame here, setting it 3 wide, getting the move done. Dropping down to the inside. 24 leads 51 in second. 51 also on the cards for their best start. Oh, 13. The 9 involved. We stay green. 13 very quickly going down pit lane. See there in the grass. Turn our attention back to the leaders here. I'm just lost at this point. I thought I saw movement from the 39 there. Nothing yet. Oh, 9 giving a terrible bump to the rest of the pack. Someone's going to need to talk to him about that again. 24, 51, 09. 09 in third. They're on the cards for their first ever podium. 51 also on the cards for their first podium. Daniel Michel in his 45th start, hoping to maybe get another win, his 26th win. Currently he has a 62% win rate. Can he bump that up to 63% after today's race? Oh, there's the 52 on the top side. These guys are going to have to navigate him, lapping him. They're doing it so far. No death just yet. Yep, the death doesn't happen. 51 being pushed by the 25. This is, if I'm not mistaken, Jonathan Green's first time ever leading a Vantage race. Good on him. 92 pushing the 71. Not a lot of people wanting to work with the 71 with how they've been driving. Same thing with the 9. 51 leading the lap. First lap led in Vantage. 25, though, sitting in second. They've made these late race move before. We got 4:45 left in the race. 4 minutes, 45 seconds. That equates to around 5-ish laps. 5 to 6 laps-ish. Single file now is the whole entire grid. Oh, except for the 44, he looks to the outside. Is anyone gonna join him? Cole Snyder is. Give him the bump. Currently, if I'm not mistaken, we're at 3 cars upside down in today's race. New record in Vantage. In case you are curious on the incidents, we're at 4:43, not a new record. Yeah, Hightower lost the draft, unfortunately. And there's not going to be a chance for any more yellows. If there's another yellow, that ends the race basically due to the time it takes for a yellow to get cleared. So 25. So this is whatever happens here. If we see the next flag basically ends the race. This is just like an elongated green-white checkered. If there's a yellow flag, then the race is effectively over due to time. If it's if it's the white flag, then there's no caution. So whatever happens, happens. And if it's the checkered flag, well, the race ends normally as it would, as the flags are supposed to work. But 44 leads. This is their first time leading in Vantage, leading on pace, not just on strategy. You can see the 13 there after getting involved in that last incident, or not really incident, but getting sent off the track. They are being lapped. 44, 24, 51, top 3 in your inside lane. 25, 92, 71, top 3 in the outside lane. Actually, the only 3 in the outside lane. 71 drops off that lane. 25, 92, not able to make things work. They're shuffled back. They're shuffled to the back because they have no help. The 9 of Brian Newell, looking for his first win, first podium. He thinks about the outside, backs out of it. 44 leads, 24 second, 51 in third. Currently, all members of the top 5 here in this race have never won a Vantage race, and only one of them has won. I can't remember if Tyler Justice has a podium in the Vantage Pro Series. Most of them have never. Most of them only have. Yeah, no real podiums, no real success on ovals. I've got to say, Tyler Justice has a Vistal oval podium at Homestead, but that's about it. And Cole Snyder has some VPS podiums. Everything closing up now, though. See the 9 bumping the 51. 51 leads the outside. He's going to retake the lead. Is he going to drop down? I know the 24 has generally been the better pusher than the 9, so he might want to drop down to that inside lane. Though sticking up high as the 9 is locked onto his bumper. 24 having because the inside has less cars, not really getting what he wants to see. See, the 9 has just pushed the 51. 51 able to save it. 3 wide up front now. The 9 cycling, being shuffled back. 24 and 44 are the cars on the inside. The 09 of Derek Fye just behind. Actually, 44 jumps up top. Daniel Michelle leads. 49 seconds to go. This is the I think 2 to go. We are 2 to go here, if I am not mistaken. So no one really out of it just yet. Purge, I'm nearly monotone because I predicted it like a lap before. I said it was going to happen, and it happened. The 25 and the and the 92. I'll only give energy if the race calls for it, if there's something going on. But the 25 and the 92 leading, both drive. Brandon Gass has 1 super speedway win. Daniel Michelle has none. 71, 24. 71 has no wins. 09 has no wins. 24 has no wins. 25, the car 25, Daniel Michelle has 25 wins in Vantage. Oh, back half of this pack getting a little squirrely. Only 6 cars in the pack. Seems that Brian Newell has lost the draft. 71 on the inside lane. 92 and 09. Oh! 09 gives the 92 a bad bump. That kills all the momentum and nearly causes a wreck. 92 side drafting. 25 goes up to help the 92. 44 all on his own. We're 3 wide. No cars are even on the top half of the track. 09, the 9 car is in the apron there doing that. And we are checkered flag. 25 wins. I missed it again. Missed the finish again. 25, Daniel Michelle gets his first win on a super speedway. First win in Vast. Brandon Gass second. David Morales in third. Derek Fye fourth. Tyler Justice fifth. Cole Snyder 6th, Brian Newell 7th, Jonathan Green 8th, Hightower 9th, Smith 10th, Hoskins 11th, 12th. I'm going to try this one more time. Rabarkak. Or Rabarsak, I don't know. Not going to question that one too much. Those are your finishers, as they say. You can see it now. 25, 92, 71, 09, 44, 90, 24, 9, 51, 45, 21, 47, 13, 52, 39, 26, 93, 66, 34, 74, and 83. One more time. And finally, the 29 and the 5. Well, Daniel Michel has his win. You can see him burning it down there. Real quickly, let's go into drivers. Let's go into some driver interviews. First up, anyone in the waiting room? Third was Morales. Do we see him in here? There he is. David, it's Elliot up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy, loud and clear.
All right. After probably the most eventful race in a while, you walked away. You got the third place. Talk us through your whole mindset through that race, how it quickly devolved, kept devolving, somehow devolved to a point where the only explanation for multiple of the wrecks was an act of God. Yeah, talk us through what's going on in that race from your point of view.
Yeah, so I wasn't able to qualify, so I started in the back. I was expecting a chill race, have a fun season opener. Within the 6 laps, we had a huge accident, right? And then it just kept going on the entire race. Some guys don't know when to give or take. They push, too aggressively. And in one of those accidents I was involved, I had over 8 minutes of damage, and I was able to overcome that and still finish P3rd. So it was a fun race, way too chaotic, but it was fun overall.
Yeah, definitely a chaotic event. Looking into next week at Charlotte, how you feeling about that?
Charlotte, it's an amazing track for me. I love running the wall. Hopefully this podium finish will give us some momentum into next week, and we're hoping for the best.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Anyone you'd like to shout out here for this third place?
I like to shout out my girlfriend. I like to shout out you guys for putting this event on, and the 92 and the 25 for that fun finish.
All right, perfect. Well, congratulations on walking away with third, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Thank you.
That was the 71 of David Rouse. I never got his number fixed. He is the 27 in this race. Second place, Brandon Gass. Let's speak to him real quickly. Brandon, it's all you up in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do.
All right. After probably the most eventful race in Vantage history, walked away with second place there. You weren't involved in too many accidents. You got away pretty scot-free, just unfortunately not able to clinch the win. Talk us through what was going on with you in that race.
Well, I'll talk you through what just happened. So on the last 2 laps, I was just like, it's just super speedway racing. Daniel played it really well. Obviously as well as he could have. I felt like it was a similar spot when he was pushing me at Dega, down the back, and then I went to the bottom with the help behind me. And he did the same thing to me this time. Went to the bottom in turn 3 with the help that was coming with the 71. And he just played it perfectly. I couldn't really. Fi gave me a slam draft. I was telling him if he just backed off just a little bit, like the 85-90%, to where I wouldn't have had to save it, we could have generated a run to the line, probably. But it is what it is. Daniel had a really good race. That was a lot. I was helping Nick. This is his first ever real race. It's around people, especially at a super speedway. I felt like and then missing those wrecks, like all the big ones, I had to go all the way to the bottom. I felt like Dale Earnhardt. I felt like I was gonna die at some point. I was helping Nick. He's like my DEI guys, helping Nick, and yeah, that was just a crazy race through and through.
Yeah, if you can real quickly speak a bit more on that assistance you gave to Nick Vasquez in his first ever Vantage iRacing start. It definitely in the end it didn't work out. He did get to lead technically for a quick second there, but a bit of ARCA braking on his end and some very questionable wall bouncing by the 26 knocked him out of the race. Yeah, all in all, how would you rate his performance?
He didn't do too bad. I could tell he was nervous. Especially when we started, he was quite nervous. Once he got calmed down, I think he was fine. I wasn't like actually like around him a lot. I was just coaching him like the whole race, and his voice chat was not working. So I was mostly talking to him, and then like I couldn't really hear the voice chat. And it was just for me, it was a really chaotic race because I'm trying to help somebody. This is their first race. They need more help than most. And that's not anything to like him. He just fine. It was had a really good race, but like if it's your first super speeder race, you need a lot of like verbal help. So I was just mentally very taxing. Having to do my own race, mostly worrying about his race. To be honest with you, I was more worried about his race, wanting him to have a good run. And yeah, that was a lot. Plus, with all the chaos and everything that happened, it was mentally very draining.
Yeah, absolutely. Next week, sorry, is Charlotte. How you feeling about that?
That should be really fun. I'm excited. This was I actually hadn't ran a super speedway race myself in this car, in the new ARC car, so this was my first time doing that. It's interesting. Side draft is crazy in this car, so I think at the 1.5 miles, and if we have a 2 mile track, that the side draft is going to be really big. So that should be fun to watch.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for racing always. Thank you for joining us in the booth here post racing. We'll see you next week at Charlotte, hopefully.
Thank you guys.
That was Brandon Gass P2. Now, Daniel, welcome back to the broadcast booth. You spend nearly as much time in here as I do, it seems, at this point. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, after a race that can only be described as interesting, I'd say, talk us through everything that happened from your point of view.
Yeah, so it was interesting. A lot of cautions, some strategy here and there, but for the most part, it was just everyone just pushing super hard. Early part of the race, I was like, oh, maybe I'll go in pit save fuel. Nope, bad idea, Rex. Then I said, okay, I'll push my way towards the front. I'll get there. That's when I was pushing the 5. Unfortunately, this car is so floaty when the car is on your rear. I feel like that was a big deal as to what happened there, and I got together with him, wrecked the field. Then after that, it's just a recovery drive at that point. Going back to the pits, fixing whatever damage I got, go back out, new tires, try a bunch of different things until eventually I just stayed out and everyone pit, got me back to the front, behind Nico actually, and yeah, from that point on, I just tried to stay towards the front.
Yeah, well, staying towards the front ended up working out in your favor. Next week, Charlotte, you looking forward to that? You going to be able to make it?
Depends. I did say I wasn't sure if I was gonna run the whole series, so I don't know. I would like to. Charlotte, I heard is really tight though, and it's kind of a rough race. You're gonna be hitting the outside wall 4, so we'll see how it is. I would be excited for that, but just gotta wait until probably Monday to know.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Anyone you want to thank for getting your 26th win in Vantage in 45 starts?
Um, Chief Dankaroo,
Oh,
because he's surely going to update the advanced stats in the Vantage Racing Team Discord, surely at this point.
surely.
But
Surely.
also, you for taking up the broadcast. I know Nico was in this race and he was having fun, so I'd like to shout him out as well. Brandon for giving me that push towards the front. I know that Cole was making moves every single lap, and at that point, you just had to start sending it because you didn't know what he was going to do next. And yeah, everyone that showed up, it was a great race. A lot of cars, stuff to work on, but overall, we're all learning here, aside from maybe a few, but everyone's learning. This is my first time in the car, so I'm
Yeah, and
learning a little
I
bit.
also say, I mean, most of these guys hadn't raced with each other before, so a lot of no one knows each other's driving styles just yet. I'd say.
Yeah, and this is a much more difficult car compared to the next gen, so you're gonna see a lot more contact, probably a lot more cars spinning out on them by themselves, just hitting walls here and there. So we'll see how
Yeah,
it goes.
definitely. Well, always a pleasure catching up with you every week. I'm pretty sure you are on, I think, or nearing a 20 to 25 race streak of being on every broadcast due to an interview, a post race interview. Yeah,
Maybe I don't think so. I think I missed one because the last super speedway, I think it was Atlanta
yeah,
before Dega. I
yeah.
I did not make it, so it shouldn't
True.
be 19. I think it's like 12 or something.
Okay, 12 still. So you took a little week off there on the weekly Vantage stock car post race podcast, but you're back now as a regular host.
Yeah, and surely I'll go back on the driver's seat podcast again and just hang out with Nico and them.
Surely, surely. If Chief Dankaroo updates that stat.
If he updates the advanced stats.
If
Well,
he
we're not
does.
sure when that'll be.
Yep,
Hasn't been
as
updated in 2 months.
crazy. All right, well, pleasure talking to you as always. Have fun and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yep.
That was your winner, Daniel Michelle. A lot just happened there. In total 446 instant points. That is second most all-time in Vantage iRacing, a second most all-time in Vantage period. Only 13 cars able to finish the race. Nick Vasquez, first car, first DNF, finishes P14. I'm just gonna end it there. I'm speechless basically at this point. I've been Elliot Lang hosting this race. Spencer Blackmore was your lead admin for this event. Daniel Michelle, you're a winner. This has been a production of Vantage Media / Vantage Racing Team, and we will catch you this weekend for Vantage Indy Special League Round 7 at the Indy Road Course, as well as Formula America in their penultimate round, as well as Vast next week at Charlotte, as was mentioned before. This Sunday, we have V1 once again. And yeah, definitely a very, very race of all races. And we will catch you next time.